1976 was packed with disco fever, silky soul ballads, soft rock sing-alongs, and AM gold earworms. But a handful of records rose above the noise and became songs we still know by heart. Here are 10 songs from 1976 we'll never forget. Number 10, Afternoon Delight by Starland Vocal Band. The summer airwaves of 1976 carried a breezy, harmony-rich sound that instantly became a radio staple. Number 10, Afternoon Delight by Starland Vocal Band arrived just as AM radio was giving way to richer musical experimentation, marking a turning point for easy-listening pop with lush vocal textures crafted during production at the celebrated CBS studios in Washington, D.C. This track memorably launched its creators to instant stardom and took home the Grammy for Best New Artist the following year, a staggering feat considering its playful, sun-drenched melody and unmistakably bold subject matter. What set the song apart was its blend of nostalgic folk influences with sleek, radio-friendly arrangement, propelling this single to #1 on the charts and making even the group's quirky name unforgettable. Decades later, the song defines a moment when innocence and suggestiveness briefly ruled the airwaves, capturing the character of a very specific moment in music history. Number 9, Disco Lady by Johnnie Taylor. Studio lights in Memphis flashed over a rhythm section steeped in groove when number 9, Disco Lady by Johnnie Taylor was pieced together. Released on Columbia Records, this single was historic as it became the first song in U.S. history to earn platinum certification, signaling a seismic shift in how the industry recognized commercial milestones. With its sultry beat and smooth bass-driven foundation, this track captured a moment when funk and disco were merging in the public imagination, signaling the sound of clubs from coast to coast. Beyond its seductive groove, the song cemented itself in popular culture by climbing to #1 on the charts, breaking records for sales and airplay in its electric debut year. Even now, the tune's tactile grooves and jubilant brass lines offer a time capsule of dance floor fascination and the early heyday of the disco movement in 1976. Number 8, Kiss and Say Goodbye by the Manhattans. This cut thrived in smoky lounges and car radios alike, offering a sound that stood out amid a year heavy with up-tempo trends. I've got ties, and so do you. Number 8, Kiss and Say Goodbye by the Manhattans benefited from the inimitable production skills of Bobby Martin, whose arrangement brought a sense of drama and intimacy rarely heard outside classic soul balladry. The track distinguished itself as a chart phenomenon, reaching #1 on the charts and remaining there for a solid stretch, testament to its widespread emotional impact. What made the song linger in the collective memory was its velvet-smooth harmonies and spoken-word introduction, something almost cinematic, anchored by sweeping instrumentation that set hearts aflame. In 1976, listeners embraced the single's measured, bittersweet mood, enshrining it as one of the most memorable farewells in pop music, even as trends were changing all around it. I'm gonna miss you. I know. Number 7, Shake, 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 Shake Your Booty by KC and the Sunshine Band. Shake, 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 shake your booty, shake your booty. Behind the swirling lights at every roller rink and discotheque, a contagious beat united countless partygoers throughout 1976. Number 7, Shake, 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 Shake Your Booty by KC and the Sunshine Band was released under TK Records, a Miami-based label at the vanguard of the disco explosion. This single's infectious bass line and memorable hook quickly had crowds moving nationwide, making it a definitive dance floor anthem. The track wasted no time climbing to #1 on the charts, its relentless groove leaving a permanent imprint on the disco era. Thanks to its powerhouse rhythm section, dance culture found a sonic language, and the song's popularity set a standard for the genre, backed by the distinct production style that poured through the record's every bar. To this day, anyone seeking the thrill of classic disco inevitably lands back on this tune for a jolt of unbridled 1970s energy. Number 6. Love Hangover by Diana Ross. Nightclub culture in 1976 demanded more than just a dance track. It wanted glamour, mystery, and emotional range. Number 6. Love Hangover by Diana Ross satisfied all of that and more, emerging as a standout because of its seamless production under Motown's own Hal Davis. The song hit #1 on the charts and defined the bridge between silky soul and pulsing disco, ushering in a new era for nightlife soundtracks. Its iconic structure, shifting from languid ballad to fevered jam, made it a daring experiment at the time, helping this track dominate radio and club playlists alike. Meanwhile, the tune's lush orchestration and rhythmic innovation ensured it still pops up in retrospectives and dance floor revivals. Whether heard in a studio or under spinning lights, this single remains an essential marker for the sound and vision of 1976. We're halfway through, and the sounds of 1976 are already bringing back some deep cuts. Which of these songs did you grow up with? Or maybe discover years later on a dusty record or random playlist? Got a favorite song we didn't include? Drop it in the comments. We'd love to hear the tracks that stuck with you. Number 5. Play That Funky Music by Wild Cherry. It's an unexpected hit birthed in a bar band's struggle to blend rock muscle with funk flamboyance, a creative collision that forged lasting magic. Number 5. Play That Funky Music by Wild Cherry exploded into the mainstream after the band originally recorded it as a last-minute addition to their debut album on Sweet City Records. This single not only reached #1 on the charts, but also became emblematic of an era increasingly defined by genre crossovers and dance floor energy. Its bold guitar riff and instantly recognizable groove pushed crowds onto their feet, and the track's storytelling origins have become as legendary as its hook. The tune's impact can still be traced in samples, covers, and perennial party playlists, proof that a song built for a local crowd could, with the right beat, turn into a generational classic. Number 4. You Should Be Dancing by Bee Gees. Amid the neon pulse and mirror balls of mid-1970s nightlife, one thunderous disco record secured its place in history. Number 4. You Should Be Dancing by Bee Gees was engineered at Criteria Studios in Miami, the spiritual home for countless genre-shaping sessions. Leaning on an insistent beat and those signature falsetto vocals, this track soared directly to #1 on the charts, redefining the global disco sound with one unforgettable chorus. The tune's syncopated rhythms and layered arrangements ultimately laid the groundwork for the Bee Gees' future soundtrack dominance. Long before Saturday Night Fever would turn the group into icons, this single was already dominating dance floors across continents, its shimmering production standing as a beacon for dancers and musicians alike. Today, it remains a touchstone for both disco devotees and new listeners. Number 3. If You Leave Me Now by Chicago.
Leave me now, you'll take away the biggest part.
A lush softness crept onto the radio that year, offering a heartfelt counterpoint to the era's rowdier fare. Number 3. If You Leave Me Now by Chicago marked the band's first venture to number 1 on the charts, fueled by producer James William Guercio's subtle sonic layering at Caribou Ranch Studios. This record's gentle orchestration and haunting flugelhorn solo made it a favorite at weddings and slow dances, resonating with listeners craving emotional directness. In a 1976 climate hungry for both spectacle and sincerity, the single's vulnerability paired with high production values set it apart. Even as soft rock has changed and splintered over the decades, the song stands as a prime example of the heights adult contemporary music could reach when crafted with care, proving that quiet confessionals can become signature radio moments. Number 2. Don't Go Breaking My Heart by Elton John and Kiki D.
Don't go breaking my heart. I won't go breaking your heart.
Released in the heart of the summer, one catchy duet captured the spirited side of the pop landscape in 1976. Number 2. Don't Go Breaking My Heart by Elton John and Kiki D was brought to life at London's renowned Abbey Road Studios, a fact that speaks as much to its pedigree as its sheer infectiousness.
When I was down, I was your clown. Ooh.
The track rapidly became a global favorite, soaring to number 1 on the charts thanks to its instantly memorable melody and the magnetic chemistry between voices. The single's blend of classic Motown touches and playful interaction made it a radio sensation, universally sings-along ready.
Breaking my heart. I won't go breaking your heart.
Timeless and a little cheeky, the tune is often cited as a perfect example of 1970s pop's balance between innocence and exuberance, a status firmly cemented with its signature blend of energy and melody.
I won't go breaking your heart. Oh, don't go breaking my heart.
Number 1. Silly Love Songs by Wings.
The people would have had enough of silly love songs.
No other single from 1976 wore its cleverness and melodic craftsmanship so openly, dominating airwaves throughout the year. Number 1. Silly Love Songs by Wings emerged from sessions at Abbey Road Studios and set a record at the time for the longest run at number 1 on the charts by a British artist that year. The record's intricate bass lines and layered harmonies reflected a meticulous approach to pop, demonstrating the endless appeal of hummable hooks. Despite playful critiques about the song's title and sentiment, the single managed to voice a universal longing, making even skeptics succumb to its charm. This cut solidified the band's status as pop innovators, blending old-fashioned romantic sentiment with fresh arrangement. More than 4 decades on, it remains a fixture on retrospective playlists, embodying the spirit of a year that valued both fun and feeling.